Hey everyone, and welcome back to my Resident Evil project. In this update, you're going to see a photo dump of pretty much everything I've been working on over the last 6 or so months. What you're seeing here is the lighting that I added to the courtyard. It's all temporary wires. I just really wanted to get some lights in and see what the project's going to look like lit up. And the lights inside the building are actually just Christmas lights that I stuck in there. I'm very pleased with how all the lighting turned out so far. It just makes me more excited to see the end result. I switched gears for a couple months and I worked on the Spencer Mansion main hall from the classic Resident Evil. A fellow had reached out to me on Facebook interested in commissioning this for a project that he was doing, and I was really excited about the project, and so I decided to take it on. It was pretty cool to change gears and be able to work on the mansion, which is my favorite part of Resident Evil. And so to see the original main hall finish was pretty great. I also worked on some pieces specifically for the board game, not necessarily for my model. Just some of these ladders, and then this thing for the lab, for anybody who was looking for more flair for the board game. I also did these functioning lab doors. I think they turned out pretty cool. And again, I made these for the board game, but they're going to work. These will work pretty good for my model as well. I ended up getting a laser cutter, and so I decided to start on Kendo's gun shop because I wanted to do something from start to finish with the new technology I had at hand. And it is very cool, but it is pretty difficult to design some of this stuff to be cut out on the laser cutter and it come out in the right scale and stuff. So I'm still learning how to use it. So for now, it's still foam. And here are some shots of my in-game model of the marshalling yard, and this one's pretty cool because you can see the lab, the marshalling yard, and the bottom train platform and how they relate to each other. Doing this gives me an idea of how everything, connects, and take measurements off how big the model will actually be when I get to these portions of the game. And here's some my work in progress of the marshalling yard, which these are some fairly old pictures. But you can see that I have the B1 area where you see Mr. X. And I'm really proud of the train. The train has got some really cool details. It still needs some work, of course, but I was really proud of this diamond plate that I was able to get in there. And just some more shots of the RPD. Obviously, the West Wing is the most complete. Here's the West Wing second floor. This is actually a bathroom that's not in the game that I'm adding in a dead space to fill up some area of the game. These stairs are cool too, and of course functioning gates because they have to work for the board game. Another shot of Kendo's model, and here's a shot of the outside of the RPD. And this right here, people might be interested in, and I'm sorry for the shot not being super great, but that's actually my model of the city. Might be hard to tell from here, but I have, the restaurant and the substation and everything from Resident Evil 3 is physically on here somewhere, waiting to be detailed. Some more shots of the lab. That's the little plant corridor shaft, and then where you fight William at the end of the game with the elevator. And I have it mapped where the elevator goes all the way down to the train. A little shot of the bomb interface on the train. work in progress of that area. Yeah, more shots of the train platform. I threw in some reference pictures in here so you know what you were looking at. Train came out pretty cool too. I'm just not sure how I'm going to actually 3D print it. It's massive. More shots of the train. Or not the train, but the elevator. Not a whole lot to say about this. This area is actually fairly detail complete. Some of these pictures are old, but like I'm very satisfied where the train is. I don't know if I put the pictures in here, but I've modeled where Ada is and all that stuff. I modeled the bus, and the roof is removable, so you can actually play on the bus. Pretty excited about that. And it looks like I threw some more shots of the RPD with the dark room. I like the lighting in there. This is a work in progress of the costume thing. Yeah, it didn't print very well, so it still needs some work before it functions. I think I put this picture in twice. And I did the SWAT van, of course. You know, there's multiple of these throughout the city in the Outbreak games and stuff, and then there's obviously one in the basement. Did the interior on it as well. And the RPD basement is modeled. And honestly, the sewers, I'm pretty sure most of the game is modeled now. Like, you know, not necessarily in the detail that it needs to be for me to print everything, but, you know, everything's all scaled out. So I know how big it's going to be. And just more shots of the 3D printed stuff. And then this is a shot of the rework of the stairs I did from the RPD. A lot of reworking. You notice the brickwork here isn't super great, and in the next picture you'll see that I have gone back and replaced the first floor brickwork. And here's a shot of the stairs for the Spencer Mansion that I had to print multiple times and redesign a couple times before I was able to get it to actually come out right. The limitations of the size of my printer, unfortunately. And another shot of the RPD with a little reference picture. And that's pretty much going to wrap up this little update video. And like I said, it was more of a picture dump than anything. I hope it gave you some insight to what I'm working on, and hopefully any of the next videos I do will be, you know, maybe a little more entertaining to watch, or show the process of me building something from start to finish. Before I go, I want to thank the people on my Patreon who have supported me over the last several months. A little goes a long way, and they have really helped with resin and other things with the project so far, and I just can't thank you enough. You know, I'm glad that you're excited with the project, and I hope you continue to support. And if anybody else is out there who, you know, think they might be interested in supporting, the link will be below. And if you're not interested in that or unable, just, you know, like everybody says, you know, keep watching the content that I post here or on other platforms, and interacting with me with, you know, in comments or likes or something. I love talking about this project. I will talk to just about anybody about anything, and I love hearing y'all's ideas on it. So reach out. Well, all right. Well, y'all have a wonderful day. Thanks.